Okay, wonderful. We are now recording. Liz, if you want to go ahead and start with the questions, I think we're good to go.
Cool. Okay. All right, Gopi. So number one, what is the difference between outer query and inner query?
Yeah, so the inner query is actually like an subquery, which actually it was executed first in the query. So it's a combination. So outer query, inner query is like a combination. So whenever we are writing an inner query, the inner query will be executed first, and it'll be given as an input to whatever the result we are getting from the inner query. That'll be given as an input to the outer query. So that's the major difference between the inner query and outer query.
Okay, perfect.
Let's say I'll
number
give an example. Sorry, so I'll give an example. Let's say we want to know the students who got the marks, who scored the marks above the average. So let's say there's a class of students who we want to know who scored above the average mark. So we will write the query in the we'll take from select students normally, and the inner query will write select students who got the marks above the average. So this query will give the output, and the outer query will process it the later. So that's how it works.
Okay, perfect. Number two, write a SQL for top 3 student in terms of percentage marks when the second place has 2 students.
Yeah. So in the yeah. Yeah, so in that case, we can use dense rank function because the rank function. So the difference between rank and dense rank is that the rank skips the when there are ties. Let's say we got 5 students, and the first student got 80 marks out of 100, and he's doing good, and the next 2 students got the same score. And so in this case, what is the rank does is it skips the rank and go to the other rank. Um, let's say there are 3 students, let's say there are 4 students. So the first student got 90 marks out of 100, and the other 2 students got 80 marks out of 100, and the other student got 70 marks. So here what does the rank do is it assigns the first rank to the person who got 90 marks, and it assigns the rank 2 to both the students and skips the rank 3, and assigns the rank 4 to the who got 70 marks. So that's the issue with the rank. So whatever the dense rank does is it gives rank 1 to the first student, and it gives rank 2 to these both students, and it gives third rank to the person who got 70 marks. So I can put a sample query to just explain this, so that'll be easy in that case.
Okay, if you want to put it in the chat, you can.
Yeah, so it says select student ID, name, marks from I would say. So we need to write the in a query now. So from uh, select the same marks. Yeah, same. So we're putting this in, right. So we can use student ID, name, marks again, from, let's say, now from, so we're giving so yeah, we can use dense rank over here now. Dense rank over, and we can give this function, and we can order those by marks and descending from so we need to conditions, and yeah, can give as ranks. So we can close these, and from students, and yeah, I think this works as students, and Yeah, so the top three, right? You're asking where the rank less than equal to 3. Yeah, this works. Yeah, this works. I put it in the chat. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. We will make sure that Amit gets that, if it is not recording that part. Are we good? Are you good
Yeah.
with this one? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Okay, number 3. What is difference between on hold and on ice in Odysseus? What will happen if an on hold job is taken off hold?
Yeah, so the major difference between on hold and on ice was, so on hold it's like a temporary pause for any job. Let's say there is so let's say there are 3 jobs about to run. So one job is running and it has some issues with the job, and there was another job which has dependency on this job to run. So, and this job is not letting that job run. So we put an on hold on this job. So there is nothing but it's giving a temporary pause or a delay in the runtime for this job, so that the other jobs which have the dependency they'll run. Uh, on ice is nothing but like we freeze the job during the maintenance periods, or if there are any downtimes or outages, or is there any planned downtime. So it's like it cannot run until we manually go and freeze the job. So that's the difference between on hold and on ice. So the next question, like what happens if the on hold was taken to off hold? It's like it's simple load. So it just the job will execute whatever the scheduled time is. If it's scheduled for this period of time, on like it just resumes its job. So it resumes and it will continue to the scheduled time, or it's about to end, that'll be triggered. So it's just like a resume for the execution. That's the
All right.
happens here.
Okay, perfect. Number 4, how to find space usage on a Linux box.
Yeah, we can use the df disk-free command -h. So this shows the what kind of a disk space was using on the file-mounted systems. Like it gives a broader overview of the file systems, or the used by the space usage used by the file systems. We can use the DU as well, but the DU is being to specific directories or files. Uh, I'm sorry. So the DF gives
Okay.
the broader overview of the same. So that's the you can use the disk-free command to check the disk space usage.
Okay, perfect. Number 5, how do you do a file transfer from one Linux server to another Linux server?
Yeah, we can use the SCP command, which is secure copy command, to transfer the file from one server to Linux server. So the syntax goes like SCP, the path to our local file, and we use the user remote or whatever the destination path. So that's how we do the transfer over the secure shell. We over the secure shell.
Perfect. Okay. How do you enable SCP command to transfer files?
Yeah, as I've said earlier, we can do this by installing our secure shell into our system and configuring both these configured like to ensure we install the secure shell in our system and configure both the source and the target are sources are fixed. Like so, it's nothing but like a secure protocol. So to do the remote login and transfer files between computers. So we can just the syntax goes like secure shell SSH user at remote host. So we can do that way.
Alrighty. What is the difference between grep and egrep commands?
Yeah, grep was used to check the matching patterns in a file. Let's say we have a let's take your name Elizabeth. So we want to and we have a text file with around 100 lines, and so we want to search the word Elizabeth in that in that text file. So we can use grep Elizabeth and the file name, so that it just the grep command, what that does is it just searches with that the specific the words with that the pattern in that file, and it gives the output. Was coming with the egrep. Egrep works with extended regular expressions. So grep works with basic regular expressions like basic text files, basic words, and all. egrep works with the extended regular versions. Like, is there any specific expressions in ELEC+ or in these specific patterns or things? So that works with egrep. Egrep is like an advanced when compared to grep.
Righty. Thank you. How do you view file content of large files?
How do you view content of large files?
Yes, how do you view file content of large files?
Yeah, we can use actually there are two commands, so we can use either less or more to view the large file. So I think less would be best option. You can use the less and the file name. So that's all, and we can just scroll through the file if you use these commands instead of loading into our database or memory. So that way, that's the best way to read any log file or anything.
Okay. Number 9, how do you find a file which has temp in its name?
Yeah, we can use find command over here to check the file name with the temp. Let's say, so the difference here is we can use grep as well to search with that, but the difference is grep doesn't give the exact file names. We cannot search with the exact file name. So we can use grep to search in between files. Like, is there any specific address in between files? To search the exact file with the file name temp, we can use the find command. So the syntax goes like find the path to search in our file and the type of the file, and we can use the name temp. So that's how it works. We can use find command.
Perfect. And then the last one, what is the difference between Tomcat, Jetty, and WebLogic?
So, but Tomcat's nothing but like an servlet container for running Java servlets or Java Java server pages. So that's with the Tomcat, where Jetty is more like used for these is similar to Tomcat, but used for like embedded applications for motherboards, those kind of thing. For WebLogic, it's like an it was used to support these enterprise Java Beans or enterprise applications supporting features like enterprise Java Beans or JMS, like that. So that's the major difference between these three.
Alright.
Tomcat and Jetty are like more similar, but it was used for one is used for JSPs and one is used for embedded applications, and the other one is used for like enterprise supporting applications, which they have features like EJB and JMS, more like advanced. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the end of it. So, Rachel, if you can stop recording, I think if you want.